The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here today on Buckle Bum Entertainment. It's been a while since we've just done a regular show that's not an interview or whatever. We're going with a newish sort of format. We're going to talk some wrestling. We're going to talk some non-wrestling. Let you guys get to know us.
Hi.
So, yeah, in case you're new here, I'm from Syracuse, New York. Seven, where are you from?
I am from Portland, Oregon. I almost said Portland, Arizona. Oh my God, I think when we first started doing it, that's literally what I said. Yeah, full circle, guys. Full circle.
Some things never die.
No matter how much I tried. I'm just kidding.
All right. So one of our big topics today, going wrestling-wise, Royal Rumble it's a little ways away, but it's coming quickly. There's only, I think it's like 22 more weeks till Christmas. And, as Christmas gets closer, it's, almost Royal Rumble time. Royal Rumble, I don't know if they've announced the exact date yet, but it's usually last weekend or two in January.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately thinking about Royal Rumble, who do you think could be the winner for the Men's Rumble?
I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes because he's going to go to WrestleMania. And then for probably a discussion topic a little bit later.
Cody Rhodes, yeah, he can certainly, be up there. Looking at other potential candidates, we could see Damian Priest has been getting a push. Maybe that's the next step to his push. If he has a failed Money in the Bank contract cash in, maybe he wins the Rumble, gets his next shot.
Yeah, maybe. I think that the one that I mentioned is probably a little too predictable. I could see him, or I could see... I don't know. It depends if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to continue holding the belt or the tag belts. We'll see. It's either going to be a normal big name that we normally see, or it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Because has Cody Rhodes ever won the Rumble before? Is that how he got into WrestleMania this year?
He won last year's.
Oh. So yeah, they're not going to have him win twice.
It's only been done, I think, 3 other times, maybe 4, winning 2 altogether. I think only once back-to-back.
So maybe it is going to be Rhodes because it seems like such a predictable way to go. So, I don't know. I think it's so predictable that it's over-predictable. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out right.
It just seems so predictable
that they wouldn't happen.
Just, it's so predictable that it's the curveball that's thrown. For instance, here's another name that, we saw Jey Uso quit. What if he makes his return at the Rumble? Could he win?
I don't think he's going to be off TV for that long, but maybe.
I think that, he probably looking for a little vacation. He's been going at it pretty much 3 years consistently since the beginning of the Bloodline story.
Or Shinsuke could win it. They've been giving him a little bit of a push.
They did kind of turn him heel. Maybe he wins the Rumble again. And not going after Roman, but goes after Seth Rollins.
Oh, I didn't know he won the belts again. Or the Rumble.
He won it, I want to say, in 2017 or 2018.
That makes sense, because I wasn't watching wrestling at that time. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my final answer is Cody Rhodes.
That's a pretty good answer right there.
What I
Gotta be
can
the odds-on.
see is Drew McIntyre. If Drew stays with it, Drew McIntyre could come up and be the one to dethrone. I think
What
that's
about Gunther?
booking though.
Could we see Gunther win?
Ooh. Oh, Sheamus.
Mm.
I don't know. There's so many. No, okay. I'm gonna stick with my answer as far as Cody Rhodes. With everything that we know now and everybody that's on the roster, I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. Final answer. Did I win anything? Am I right? Wait.
We'll find out in January.
I know.
You know, Cody Rhodes seems like the obvious choice that it can't be him. I think we see Rhodes and Roman at WrestleMania, but I don't think that's how he gets there. Is the Rumble? I think we could see Gunther win it. You go back to the old school days, which Hunter kind of likes a little bit. When you lost the Intercontinental title, that's when you get your push for the World Heavyweight Championship. So maybe that's where they go with Gunther. Maybe he loses some point. Maybe he loses at Survivor Series and builds his way towards going for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I could see it, and I think that, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that Cody Rhodes thing. I feel like that's the obvious choice as well, because it's such the push that he's getting. So I don't know. I bet he'll definitely be, if he's not the winner, he's definitely going to be in the top 3.
Yeah, I can see that.
Can you hear me a little better now? I switched to my thing, or did it make it worse?
No, I can hear you a little bit more clear.
Okay, perfect. Because it's hot in Portland right now, and I got the fans going. I don't have AC in this one, or in this living room, so I have to go to, yeah, anyways, it's a thing.
What is it,
By
like
the way,
82
if
there?
you're not, yeah, actually, it's like, no, it's like, it's 88, I'll have you know. But Portland, it doesn't, most apartment complexes and everything don't have, like, air conditioner and that kind of stuff. So we usually get, like, little window ones. But if I had that in the living room, it would be so loud and nobody would hear a goddamn thing.
But you'd be cool.
Yeah, I would be fine. Like, it's
So
literally one of those things where I'm absolutely okay, but like fuck everybody else, right?
let's move off to one of our non-wrestling topics for today.
Ooh, okay.
One I'm sure is going to cause a little, I can't believe you said that. Let's discuss, we'll go back and forth with answers here. Our top 3 most overrated things.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
Well, what I think we should do is you do one, I do one, you do one, that way. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
That way I have time to think. That way I have time to think in between.
One of the things I feel is most overrated is, as the condiment, is yellow mustard. It's
okay.
boring, gross, and there's so much more. I'm okay with mustard in general. A spicy brown mustard, honey mustard, all those other kinds of mustards. Fine, they're great. Yellow mustard is just gross.
I don't disagree with that. I know that I gave you my list yesterday because I was like, oh, I'm not going to remember this. And now that then I was like, oh, I'll remember it. I'm not going to look. It's fine. Now it's time. I'm like, I don't remember I don't know if I had a food there, but I will say that one of my top 3 most overrated things probably has to be, I just had it and I'm going to continue talking until it comes back to me. Oh my God, what do you remember? I know that we both remember the last one, but I don't remember my first 2. Do you remember by any chance?
You said Coachella, Las Vegas, and Jenna Jameson.
Oh, right. So I forgot about the Coachella. I also forgot about Las Vegas. I'm going to switch Las Vegas to actually no. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with yes. Coachella is super overrated, but also I've never been there and I kind of want to go. I did say Jenna Jameson as she's overrated. I don't know why I thought that, but that was just the first thing that came to my mind. I'm sure somebody can argue with that or actually say she's the best. I don't know. I'm not going to say Las Vegas is overrated now. You give two, and then I'm going to think of my third one.
Okay. So my next one, this one, I always get a lot of looks. Not so much more lately. I've actually found a couple people that agree with me on this one. To me, the most overrated band of all time is the Beatles.
Okay.
I mean, their songs, they're okay. I think they hit the market at the right time, had very catchy tunes, but I don't feel they've held up.
You know, I mean those are valid points. I do like a couple of their songs, but most of them I can't name. But if I hear them, I think that I probably enjoy them. But most of the time, I don't remember
I
what
will
they
give
are. And
credit. John Lennon's "Imagine." I really do enjoy that song.
Do you want to give your last one?
Okay. Yeah, I'll give my last one. This one is going to cause a kerfuffle, I'm sure. This one may end our friendship here. Coffee.
I wouldn't say it's overrated, but what I will say is that it definitely is not for everybody. It's definitely made for us who are sophisticated. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
No,
you enjoy your bean water. That's fine.
yeah, I do enjoy my bean water. But to be honest, it's not also my favorite thing. It's just something that I need to function for the safety of people around me. Oh, my third one is Game of Thrones.
I will.
Hardcore
I
Game of
can
Thrones.
enjoy certain. Okay. I can see that. It wasn't for everybody, certainly. It had some of its boring moments.
Bro, I watched the whole first season. There was not. I want my life back from that. Although Jon Snow, call me.
I think I got through. I did get through, I'm going to say season 5 or 6.
Oof.
And I just hadn't watched the rest yet. Actually, I'm going to change my answer. I'll put Coffee as an honorable mention. Walking Dead to me was, I could not get into Walking Dead.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you could have just left it at coffee and that would have ended our friendship. But now you're talking about like a masterpiece in the horror section. The first season, even up to like the first 3 seasons, were amazing. How do you not? Did you watch any of it?
I did watch, I want to say 3 episodes, but they weren't back-to-back episodes. They were spread out through over a couple of seasons. You know, I would just turn it on to see if I can get into it, and just couldn't get into it.
You know, that's fair. Watch the LA one. So they had a spin-off one. You would I don't think I finished that series.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I know what I'm doing after this podcast. No, but seriously, go. You might like Fear of the Walking Dead, which is based out of LA City when it broke out. So you can just imagine, like, Walking Dead is more about like in the country, that kind of thing, how to survive there. This one is more based off of, like cities where we would live and what it would experience in our lives for the most part. I think you would like it, and there's just some sick shit in there that I think you would really, really enjoy. I wonder if our friend Vinny has watched it, because I feel like that's right up his alley.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who don't know, Vinny Ratlock, he's on TikTok, he does Twitch and Facebook Lives. He goes by Maskmonger on those channels. He does a lot of horror mask making, and he's gotten into a few other horror themed arts and crafts. So give him a check out.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever brought up Walking Dead, so I can't say for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, plus, I mean, he may kill me for saying this, but like, he's also one of the nicest guys in the world that I've ever met in the wrestling business. So definitely give him a follow and go say hi to him.
By the way, his one of his wrestling events just got put on IWTV yesterday or today.
Oh, we're gonna have to check that out. Maybe we can do a never mind.
I think we can do a watch along review of it.
I think so. I don't remember how we had to. It's fine. Yes, but we definitely should at least with him. Maybe we can invite him to watch it with us if he would be willing to.
I will get with him on that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Next thing. Okay, yeah. So we'll move back into the next wrestling topic, or should we do the other non-wrestling topic first and then finish off?
No, let's go back and forth. I kind of like that. Okay. It makes my mind like I literally feel like I'm using. I can almost feel it like this side of the brain is for wrestling. This side is the one that makes me think for anything else. So I like switching. I like using both sides, I guess.
Okay. Roman Reigns still going strong. No sign of when he'll lose. Maybe WrestleMania, but I don't think anybody at this point can say for sure that he's going to lose at next year's WrestleMania. Who do you think actually eventually dethrones him?
I think it has to be Cody Rhodes. I mean, I don't want to say he deserves it, but I feel like that's just where the story is going. Not only will he defeat arguably one of the greatest world champions that have ever lived, whether if you like him, hate him, or indifferent to him, he's definitely breaking records and the longest reigning champion of current times in quite a long time. So I think today, even though he may not wrestle every night, he doesn't have to. It's not that type of world anymore. So
you go back to the 80s and 90s, your world champion wasn't wrestling week in, week out. It was a special occasion.
All right. So yeah, I feel like if Cody wants to finish his story, I think that's the best way to finish his story. Or, yeah, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah. Going from AEW, coming back, to WWE to finish what his father couldn't do, win the title for the Rhodes family.
Yeah.
That's certainly there. I mean, you could make arguments for a few people. I think you could make arguments for, to bring him up again, Jey Uso, who, the whole bloodline storyline started with him. Does it end full circle with Jey Uso winning the title? Or, sticking with the bloodline, could it be Solo Sikoa who dethrones him?
No, I don't think he's ready yet. I think it would have to be one of the brothers or one of the Usos to make it make sense. If I'll tell you, if they actually do it that way, that would literally be the greatest story of wrestling all time.
Oh yeah, certainly would have to be up there.
But then, does it take away from Cody Rhodes? Well, I guess he's not even on that side of the team, so it wouldn't be against him. So yeah, I hope it's one of the Usos now that we're talking about it.
I mean, to bring up a name that you brought up earlier, Drew McIntyre, whose title rings are always.
That's who I would want. I think Drew McIntyre deserves it probably more than anybody else because he carried us through the pandemic. He won the pandemic, and let's be honest, his story is very inspirational. And if he would be able to come back and win it in front of a crowd, I don't even think he would care if he had to have a long reign with it. I just want him to win the world title in front of a live audience.
Yeah. And with that storyline, the crowd would go nuts.
Yeah. And also, I mean, let's not forget, him and Roman have a long history together, so it's not like it would be, oh my God, Roman or Drew beat Roman? Like, never. Yeah, but...
could you see? I mean, we did see it in Saudi Arabia, and they put on a hell of a match. Could you see Logan Paul winning a rematch?
I don't want to. I think is the main thing. Look, I'm not going to take anything away from him, and I'm not going to take anything
Mhm.
away from anything that he's been able to accomplish, and even him as a person. Because let's be honest, I don't know him. Nobody that I know knows him personally, so maybe he's not a dipshit, right? Who knows? Let's say for the benefit of the doubt, he's not, and he's just getting a really good start. I still don't think he's earned his spot enough to be able to say that he gets a belt because he doesn't need the belt, right? Like it's not going to be as meaningful to. Well, I assume it wouldn't be as meaningful to Logan Paul as it is to Drew McIntyre, who's worked his entire life from start to end. But who knows? Who
I mean,
knows?
he is one naturally gifted athlete, though. The way
Yeah.
he's just picked up on pro wrestling.
Yeah. And maybe he has been a lifetime fan. Maybe it's not just about the money aspect or another way to get clout
Mhm.
for him. Maybe this is something that he's really dedicating himself to. And I commend him for everything that he's done. His matches are pretty much flawless. I mean, his last match with I forgot who it
Ricochet.
was probably his who was it? Oh yeah, it was
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Yeah, and it was probably like
That was
I
a
don't
great
want to say
match.
it wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't like his best match, and I'm kind of glad that he's not having nothing but flawless matches because I think you also learn from your mistakes in
Mhm.
matches. Um, I forgot I
And
was going somewhere with it, so I have a lot of respect for him and what he's able to do. I just feel like other people probably deserve the belt before he gets the title shot because he can have it very easily. I just
yeah,
kind of feel like it'd be super disrespectful to give it to him before a couple others.
and I think the only reason from what I read, the only reason he got the one title shot in Saudi Arabia was because that's who the Crown Prince wanted to face Roman.
That
So
Yeah, and that makes sense, and it was a damn good match, so I'm not gonna hate on that. I'm definitely glad he didn't win though.
so I'll bring up one last match. I think this would be a hell of a match.
Uh-huh.
Maybe turn Gunther babyface in this run. But could you imagine Gunther and Roman, or Ela Dragunov versus Roman?
I am a huge fan. Oh, wait, you said Dragonoff, right?
Dragunov or Gunther, either one of those. How do you feel either one of those in a match at WrestleMania
Um,
or dethroning Roman? Period.
I don't see uh, Dragonoff dethroning Roman. What I do see is Gunther, or what's it? Is it's Gunther,
Yeah,
right?
it's Gunther. Yep.
Sorry, I get him and his other name confused often. Um, Gunther wins the world title because he's gonna get it.
Oh,
Like no doubt, no question. I would love to see Dragunov come up and take it from him
yeah. We never
because
did get Gunther and Dragunov 3, so that would be that's going to happen again. I can't wait.
it has to. As long as both of them stay healthy and on the road that they're currently on, they have to go up against each other. And
Yes.
I absolutely love Dragunov's work in NXT currently, but I just feel like he's so like he could very easily fit into the main roster and be a hit.
I think we see Dragunov come up to the main roster. I want to say between WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. I think he
Hmm.
goes up.
I
It
could see
depends,
that.
it depends how quickly they can reload the NXT roster with new talent that are ready.
Oh, there's so much good talent. Actually, if you guys can, check out Level Up. Like I don't generally watch the WWE weekly shows. I do try to catch NXT probably more than like the Raw or SmackDown. But the one show that I really do like and enjoy is Level Up, which is kind of like a dark for NXT. It's on Hulu. Check it out. You'll see who's up and coming. You'll see who the weird thing is you can see who's really, really got it, who's going to struggle, and just kind of see them pop up on the other roster. And it's cool to see. It's almost like an indie feel. And I love my indies.
So I think that's it, really, as far as potential Roman dethroners.
Yeah.
Unless they do a Seth versus Roman for all the belts, which would be a great match, but I kind of hope they don't go that route again.
Right.
So our other topic, which is going to span into this episode and episode 2 of whatever we call, this podcast, newish show that we're doing. We're going to do our top 10 favorite bands. But we're gonna go 6 through 10 here. We'll save our top 5 for next week. You want to go? I'll name one, then you name one. And just go back and forth here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw. When I was thinking about this past 2 days, I kind of narrowed my favorite bands down to like 15 favorite bands, and I was like trying to narrow it down. And I got to the last spot, and it was a real tough one. So I'm gonna give 2 honorable mentions first off to Tom Petty and Lady Gaga, just missing the cut. But my number 10 top 10 favorite band is going to be the White Stripes.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably didn't read her message that she sent to me, and I am doing this off the top of my head. So this really isn't in any order. It's just whichever one comes into my mind, and I'm like, yeah, this fits in my top 10. I'm gonna have to go with AFI.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good choice.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 9, just saw them in concert last 2 weeks ago. And I'm not a big concert person, but I knew when they were coming sort of near here, I wanted to go see them. It was Fall Out Boy.
Well done. Well done. I'm going to have to go with 9. I just had some. Oh, wait. Are we just doing music artists all together? Because when you said bands, I was thinking of bands, but you also said Lady
bands or
Gaga.
singers. Bands or singers.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. So I wish I would have said 10 for this one, but it's fine. I'm going to go with Shakira. I grew up on her music. So, well, her. Oh, no. Yep. Shakira.
Okay. So number 8 for me is going to be No Doubt.
Oh, I do love me some No Doubt. Okay. I'm actually gonna have No Doubt in my honorable mentions, but for is this my 8th? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with Misfits. Specifically, I'm gonna get so much heat for this. Michael Graves' Misfits. His rendition of Dig Up Her Bones and Saturday Night, my favorites.
Good choice. Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
My number 7. And thinking about this, I'm kind of surprised they didn't rank higher. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call an audible here. I'm going to switch my number 7, number 6. So my number 7 is going to be Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay.
He's not. There's definitely a lot of creativity with Weird Al. A lot of music isn't his own, but he puts his own spins on things.
Oh man, I just thought of a whole new genre. Okay, no, I'm gonna say that for my top 5. Okay, sorry. I do agree with. Wait, who did you just pick? No, Weird Al. Okay, no. Okay, so yes, I agree with everything you just said. However, they overplayed it when I was a kid, like a certain song, and ever since then, I'm like, if I hear him, I'm going to go postal. But for my next one, I am going to have to go with. It's a toss-up. Danzig. How can you not? Mother, Please don't ever have me sing again. That was horrible.
So my number 6 to cap off this week, the Foo Fighters.
Ooh. Can I take mine back? I just thought of somebody.
Sure.
Simple Plan, the Untitled, the first 2 or 3 albums were amazing.
Mhm.
Oh, I just thought of somebody else. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I'll
We're
be
up to you-
more prepared for my top 5.
We're up to you for number 6 as well.
Oh, sorry. Number 6 is going to be. I just thought of them and I was like, I'm gonna put them in. Oh, Marilyn Manson. I know I'm gonna get heat for it, but I really liked his music. I'm sorry. He had good music at the time. It shaped my world of music and what I liked. So even though he's allegedly an asshole now, I still can't take away the way his music made me feel growing up. So I'm always gonna be nostalgic for it.
It's kind of one of those, you got to separate the art from the artist.
Right. And if it makes you feel any better, guys, I used to download it on Kaza and LimeWire back in the day. I never even used to buy his albums. So that should give me a win, right? Unless you're the FBI. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding, FBI. Don't listen.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll do it for this week's show. We'll do our top 5 next week. Stay tuned for a couple more wrestling topics and something else non-wrestling related. So stay tuned. We're sharing news. We're gonna keep you updated on the important stuff.
Yeah, so check out our Facebook. It is Buckabon Entertainment. Oh, it's down below. Wait, where is my? Yep, down below. Oh, I feel like Blake Shelton and The Voice. That's a really long now.
Yeah, and of course, we're going to start doing some watch-alongs. We'll see if we can get Vinny on to do, it's his Panic at the Dojo show that he did, that I believe is now on IWTV as of today or yesterday.
Nice.
So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.